as it
Yeah,
completely
Wonder
changes the
Seeds was the only thing that made the games pretty good,
entire
very
level,
good.
offering new objectives within the same exact stage.
And if I'm not wrong, many fans were requesting the Wonder Seed to be put in the next Mario Kart.
I'm going to go back and use Xenoblade as another example on how Nintendo continues to innovate their games despite being direct sequels. Each
Okay.
Xenoblade game has a similar yet different gameplay style to one another. Xenoblade 3 is the ultimate combination of the gameplay styles, being a total combination of 1 and 2 styles. These games, just like PlayStation, have an exceptional focus on story and its characters, but at the same time, it never takes away from the core gameplay experience. Sure, Xenoblade 3's emotional climax is a 30-minute long cutscene, but by that point in the game, the length is warranted.
Yeah,
The
it was
gameplay is
warranted.
engaging and makes you think and
Makes you
strategize on
think
how to
and
defeat your
strategize how to
enemies.
defeat your
Each
enemies.
game has the same relative action style, but in the end, the gameplay always takes focus. It also comes in a way where both the gameplay and the story complement each other perfectly, feeding into one another, creating an amazing sense of connection and immersion within the
Yeah,
game.
Nintendo already has a foothold on the game market when it comes to adult games and fighting ones.
Take Shulk's visions in Xenoblade 1. They're used to further the plot and are focused on getting Shulk and his crew from one place to another, but at the same time in battles, you can actually receive visions of an incoming attack from an enemy. This creates great strategy opportunities within the gameplay that further enhance the story. The only PlayStation exclusive I can confidently say that not only has a great story, but also great gameplay is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I am assuming
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is and used to be from Nintendo.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But even then, that one single game is not worth the $500 price tag of this hunk of plastic and parts. On that note again, Final Fantasy VII Remake is readily available on Steam, so what point is there to own this console if their game is going to land on PC 2 to 3 years later? This goes the same for Spider-Man, and God of War, and The Last of Us, and Horizon.
Yeah, many Xbox and PlayStation games are going to come to Steam and PC.
Zero Dawn, Ratchet and Clank. My biggest point here is that there is none to own a PlayStation 5 if you don't care for these games. This is why I think Nintendo is dominating the competition, because you can't get these gaming experiences anywhere else on any console. Nintendo doesn't need to make the most powerful console because they know what the people are really here for, which are the games.
Yeah,
The only Xbox game that I like where I can't get anywhere else is
has that vision, and that's why he earned the best Nintendo president ever.
Sonic Unleashed. That game came out 16 years ago. It doesn't warrant the price of the console. Same with PlayStation. If you like that their sequels are more of the same game, more power to you. But for me, it's gonna take a lot more to justify that $500 barrier to entry. It just isn't worth it to me. True exclusives are what make consoles what they are. They define the generation they're in, and I think this generation of gaming is one of the most lackluster in history. The only company that really understands what gaming is all about is Nintendo to me. I can get my Nintendo games on my Switch and quite literally everything else on PC through legitimate means. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks absolutely amazing, but I'm not gonna lay down half a grand for a single game I'll play once and never go back to for a few years. The PS5 upgrade of Final Fantasy VII Remake came to PC just 2 years after the original game came out, so I think I can wait. It's not like I can't buy the original anywhere else. For all the Xbox fans out there, if you've noticed that I haven't talked much about Xbox, it's for very good reasoning. This is because the PC is literally just the Xbox but better. Every game that could be an Xbox exclusive is usually on.
It kind of sucks that Microsoft is actually putting Xbox exclusive games to PC, and that's why everyone was giving Xbox a big you.
On PC the same exact day. Game Pass would be a great incentive to own an Xbox if I couldn't get it on PC, but of course that's not the case. At the end of the day, however, the console wars don't even exist anymore and should stay dead. If you're happy with the selection of PlayStation games on PS5, that's awesome. Good for you. Are you happy with your budget PC marketed as an Xbox? That's also great. The console wars are really only kept alive through sweaty weirdos on Twitter who can't accept that not everything has to be a competition. I can guarantee you I'm going to get get a ton of comments from people calling me a Nintendo bootlicker when all I've done today is explain why I prefer my Switch over every other console, but those people can't be argued with, so there's no point. Again, at the end of the day, this is just an opinion. That's why I'm sharing it. I have a YouTube channel. It's kind of like my whole thing. If you agree with me, that's awesome. If you disagree, let me know, because I'm genuinely baffled as to why people think these consoles could be better than the Switch. So, yeah, I mean, just let me know in the comments.
The only thing that they're better was higher graphics and high frames per second, this and that.
Well, I'd actually
I don't know.
I'd really like to hear your guys' understanding of your consoles versus mine. Trust me, I'm not that one weird, like, hardcore Nintendo bootlicker you've been seeing on YouTube Shorts and TikTok for a while. I'm nothing like him. I can actually hold a discussion, and I'm willing to hear people out. So just don't be afraid. I don't I don't bite. And besides, Nintendo is far from a perfect company. Believe you me. As a fan, I am very aware of the awful practices they pull. But that's a video for another day. Otherwise, that's my piece. If you liked the video, if you liked what you saw, make sure to hit my friend like and subscribe down there. It would mean the world to me.